All right, guys. Thursday highlight of the day. We had ISM non-manufacturing. A couple things. We prepare guys, traders for what matters. ISM non-manufacturing hasn't mattered in a long time. We haven't moved that much on a miss, but because of Monday's or Tuesday's ISM miss, which created a 3% drop in the S&Ps, what you're going to get is all these numbers meaning more because now people are worried about a recession. So let's open up this chart. And what I talk about all the time is ground zero. What ground zero means is where the heck was price right before it got hit. So there was a little bit of early selling right on the number, and it was around 90 even, 90 quarter where the price was right before this number hit. Now, number one, you had to know it was coming out. Number two, you had to know it was is more going to be more important than it has been because of ISM Tuesday and because of the talk of being in a recession and this break. And then you have to know where it's coming out. It's supposed to come out at 55. What's the range of expectations? 53 to 57, plus or minus 2, because that's the average miss for this number. Hey, oh, by the way, there's some sub-indexes to it. Not a big deal, but new orders, employment, prices paid, things that could also accentuate the drop. We don't move this much on a miss like this last week, 2 weeks ago. But we do this week because things change. And this is how you understand what's going on as a trader, not an economist. Anticipation. So they slap it pretty aggressively, and the number comes out not super weak, but it comes out 52.7, above average miss. But the sub-indexes all miss to the downside or bearish for stock side as well. So they stepped all over it, right? First thing is, this was the first move that most people don't get. This is the second move that there were people that were, be able to get short, would have got 82, 84. These are two moments I call ground zero. Why? Because I don't think this line will stay in here. Let me do this. Here's why. 80 even. No. Watch this. Did I screw that up or what? All right, that area right there where most people get short. And then the other area I call ground zero is this area, because that's where we are or were right before something negative came out. All right, this is the next area right in here. Let's get rid of these. And oh, by the way, it's not just that area. It's these two, kind of in between these two blues. So now, as we advance, we go down, right? But let's say next time, those blues will be gone. But you could see where these two lines are is 82, 84. It's no coincidence that we use that as great resistance. 82, 84. Right in here, 82. Right in here, 84. There's no coincidence. You have to understand that. And this is what we keep people on top of. When we come into 82, when we come into 84, they came off because there's resistance. Those were the prices in the area where people got short, had the opportunity to get short on this negative number. And it always goes back to a lot of open positions. The price will always go back to open positions. Then look what happens. Then we come into the 90 quarter area, works to the tick and drops about 4 handles. Works again, drops about 2 handles, 3 handles. Same thing in here. At some point, I said this in the room, buy stops above 90 quarter, above this ground zero. Wham, they come out. That's going to be subsequent support, and they run to what ends up being through the overnight highs. Try to test 2,900 even. They tickle it, and they've come off. Now we're trading right around where we started, around those 90 quarters. And the whole thing is, when something that's important comes out, know where the price of the market that you're trading is when it comes out, so you can understand the true strength or weakness of the market based on the event or economic number in this case. All right. Tomorrow is an important number. If you're watching this YouTube video in the future, it's not as important because tomorrow won't be the unemployment report. But right now, on October 4th, tomorrow, 7:30 Central, we open the room early at 7:15 to prepare for this number. Non-farm payroll, generally first Friday of the month, unless it's the first day of the month. Always the unemployment number comes out. Always been the biggest number of the month throughout my entire 25 years in the business. And ISM, coincidentally enough, which comes out the first business day of the month, is the second biggest number. So the market is worried about a recession or global growth, slowdown in global economic growth. And you still got the China-U.S. trade war headwind. You still got Iran. You still got impeachment. You still got anything where shoes are up there ready to drop. That's why the market's on eggshells. You can't just make a living selling it, though, because you see these pullbacks or these rallies get pretty intense. Ground zero, know what it is and use it.